The political ads, they are piling up. You're going to see 5 ads during the commercial breaks here on Next Today. And there are 2 that you've been specifically asking politics guy Marshall Zellinger to look into. One is about the Great American Outdoors Act with Republican Senator Cory Gardner. The other is a Health Cares Act ad by Democratic challenger John Hickenlooper.
When I was governor, we got health coverage for 500,000 more Coloradans.
Slow down here. This is a trickle down from the Affordable Care Act passed by Congress and signed by President Obama in 2010. However, Hickenlooper did have a part by signing bills into law to implement what Congress created. You see, the Affordable Care Act required the expansion of Medicaid, but the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that states must choose to participate in the Medicaid expansion. Colorado did in 2013. The Democratic-controlled legislature passed a bill allowing for that expansion, and Hickenlooper signed it into law. That added 400,000 more Coloradans to Medicaid. The other 100,000 are people who got insurance through the state marketplace, Connect for Health, thanks to subsidies offered through the Affordable Care Act. Hickenlooper signed the bill creating Connect for Health. He did not create the subsidy.
1964.
We've also received questions about Senator Cory Gardner's political ad about Congress creating the Land and Water Conservation Fund in 1964.
And for the next 5 decades, they stole its money, raided it for everything but the environment.
This is a stretch. Over the last 55 years, Congress did use Land and Water Conservation Fund money for the environment, just not all of the money that it could. The majority of the money comes from oil and gas leases on the outer continental shelf. Since 1965, Congress could have allocated almost $41 billion for federal land acquisition and grants for states. Congress has only given the okay for not quite half, almost $19 billion. The fund itself isn't a separate piggy bank. The money is just part of the Department of the Treasury, so it's not like the money's just sitting there not being used. Congress just chose to use it for other purposes.
They'll never be able to do that again.
This is true because of this section of the Great American Outdoors Act that passed Congress last week. Permanent full funding of the Land and Water Conservation Fund. By the way, Colorado has received $72 million from the fund for more than 1,000 outdoors projects.
Here's something I didn't know. I just got an email from the Colorado Parks and Wildlife. They say places like Sloan's Lake Park got funding from the LWCF for different recent grants. So it's not just the outdoors that you think of like in the mountains, it's even local areas as well. The end of that ad, Anusha, calls it Gardner's Law. Well, he sponsored it, and it was co-sponsored by 59 other members of the 100-member Senate, including Democratic Senator Michael Bennet.
And Marshall, what do we know about the total number of ads that run in a day?
Well, it's shrinking a little. In a day, it's still like you can watch any show and it's on. And I haven't counted, Anusha, but I know within this newscast that right before the primary, we were saying 8 or 9. You said 5. And wouldn't you know it, in the first commercial break, you're going to see that Gardner ad.
All right, keeping tabs on that. Thanks, Marshall. Appreciate it.